Welcome to the Law Firm Marketing Minute, your source of internet marketing inspiration.
Hey everyone, and welcome to the Law Firm Marketing Minute. I am your host, John Henson, and I wanted to share with you this week a kind of an aha moment that I had, at least literally as I record this. I had it about 30 minutes ago. I was going to do a completely different episode this week, but this is something that I just realized, and maybe it's obvious to you, maybe it's not, but talk a lot about social media and its effectiveness and the kind of content that you should be posting on social media. And one of the things that I see a lot from law firms is that all of their content is just calls to action. Call our office, book a consultation. It's all that, maybe they get fancy graphics that just say that, where it looks like a billboard. And I had this realization that prior to the digital age, and especially when firms were on social media, how did you market? You were doing billboards, you were doing yellow pages ads, you were doing flyers and brochures and all that kind of stuff, where it's a static message. It's the same message. And it's what you have to just live with for a really extended period of time. And then social media came around, and I think most firms, and really businesses in general, did not adapt to the new way of communicating, of advertising, of just really messaging and, branding themselves on social media, right? It's literally just the same thing, right? Like, of course, you're going to post nothing but calls to action and, your phone number or whatever the case is, because that's all you've really been trained and know how to do, right? When you were putting together creative copy for your billboard or for even your radio ad or your TV ad, that's all you did. It was just a call to action. And with social media being what it is, being, you can control the narrative, you can control the message every single day, every single hour if you wanted to, and get out in front of everybody and not just the select people who would see that billboard or anything like that. You have such a really big opportunity to share so much more and really establish your expertise, really establish the kinds of cases that you prefer. And so many firms fail to do that. Instead, it's just a constant sales pitch, and then that turns people off. And then law firms wonder why they can't generate any leads on social media. And it's because the rules of digital marketing are so vastly different than traditional marketing and messaging, right? Because you only had so much space on a billboard or a yellow pages ad or whatever, a static paper physical ad, that you had to put the most important information there, which was how people can get in touch with you. But now, when you have so much more opportunity to, get your message out consistently in terms of quantity, and you have more space to get that message out, you can provide so much more value and so much more content to not only make people aware of you, but to humanize your firm, to make a connection. And that's what digital marketing is really more about. It's that connection that you're making with people, right? People aren't looking to get sold to when they're looking on social media. They're looking for connection. And so if you can make those connections on social media, that's what's going to bring more people to your firm. It's going to bring in those referrals. It's going to, if you've felt kind of burned out on social media, maybe that's why. Maybe it's because you're not doing a good enough job creating a message that resonates with people. Maybe you've spent too much time selling to people rather than providing value. So that's my kind of challenge for you this week. Look at your social media copy and your social media content. Is it all just one giant sales pitch, one after the other? Or are you kind of changing up the message in terms of the different kinds of value that you add? Are you providing information? Are you sharing behind the scenes what it's like to work in your office, whatever it is. Are you making those connections? And if you're not, that's where you're going to find your success. That's where your social media strategy is going to start giving you an ROI. And look, here's the thing. We've talked about engagement before. You may not get engagement. You may not get a bunch of likes and comments, especially depending on your practice area. If you're doing a lot of wrongful death, doing a lot of divorce, doing a lot of bankruptcies, whatever the case is, people aren't going to openly engage with that. People aren't going to be like, oh yeah, I'm going through a bankruptcy right now, I really need you. They're not going to do that. All right. And if they do, I kind of question whether or not they're going to be a good fit for you, just based on how that character sounded in my head. But yeah, just, there's a gold mine waiting in social media, but you have to play by these different set of rules, and you can't treat your social media platforms like a billboard or a Yellow Pages ad, because it just won't work. So that's it for this week. I had that moment. I'm just really inspired and really energized by that right now, and I wanted to share that with you. I hope that was helpful. If you have questions about your firm's social media, or if you just want me to look at your firm's social media and tell you what you're doing well, maybe what you can improve on, I'm happy to do that. Just reach out to me directly, John, JOHN @spotlightbranding.com. That's going to do it. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks for joining us. Please visit lawfirmmarketingminute.com for more information. We'll see you next time.